Welcome back, mathematicians. This video is going to talk about comparing whole numbers and ordering whole numbers. So get your things ready and let's begin. How do you decide which number is larger? For example, 762,200 compared to 759,999. In this lesson, you will learn how to compare numbers by using the symbols less than, greater than, and equal to. Let's review. The less than sign looks like this. So if we had the numbers 56 and 98, we would say 56 is less than 98. And I tell boys and girls that if you remember, the smaller number gets one dot. So if you could take your pencil and put one dot here, the larger number gets two dots, like this, and then you just go back and connect the dots. That will help you remember that. Okay? So the greater than sign is turned the opposite direction. 98 is greater than, he would have gotten two dots, bigger than 56. And the equal to sign means they are equivalent on both sides. They are equal. A common mistake. Sometimes thinking that 69 is greater than 102, because someone might think, well, the digits 6 and 9 are bigger than the digits 1 and 2. But after we've learned about place value and what the 0 stands for and the placeholder position, we know that 69 is not greater than 102. If you had 69 pieces of candy and your friend had 102 pieces of candy, 69 is going to be smaller than, because you're going to get to it first when you're counting. So it's smaller than. So this sign would be incorrect. Let's look at these two numbers, 405,672, and they want us to compare that to 405,572. Let's look at the numbers and put them in a place value chart. It makes it a whole lot easier when you look at them this way. So let's insert the numbers, 405,672. Underneath that, 405,572. Now when we are comparing numbers, we always start with the largest digit that they have, both of them have. Both of these, the largest digit is 100,000. You will notice they both have a 4, so I can't really compare those. A 4 and a 4 are equal. So let's move on down. Then to the 10,000s place, we have a 0 and a 0. Still the same. Can't do any comparing there. We move on down to the thousands place. 5, 5. Still the same. Then we move to the hundreds place, and if you will notice in the hundreds place, we have a 6 and a 5. So we can see that all the way down through here, they stayed the same until we got to the hundreds place. And that was where they were different. So that's where you're going to compare them. You look to see which one is larger, the 6 or the 5. It is the 6. So the 6 is going to get, the number with the 6 in the hundreds place is going to get the greater than sign. When we compare the 6 and the 5, we know that the 6 is going to get the greater than sign, so we put the greater than sign in the middle. Remember, he gets two dots, the little one gets one dot, connect the dots. Let's compare these two numbers. These are larger numbers. We have a 7,809,005, and we have 7,880,003. Let's put them in the place value chart. When we put them in there, we are stacking them on top of each other, and it makes it much easier to see which one is larger. In a few minutes, we won't have the place value chart, but you still can stack your numbers. Anytime you're comparing, that's the best way to do it, is stack them. Make sure you have the ones underneath each other, tens, hundreds, and on up. All right, let's look at how we're going to compare these. They both have millions. It is the same as a 7 in the millions place, so I can't compare there. Move to the next largest, which is 100,000. They're both 8. Can't compare there. Move to the next largest, which is 10,000, and you will notice there is a 0 and an 8. Now, if I had looked down here at the ones place, because sometimes we do things where we start at the ones, if you had compared the ones place, that would not have given you the largest digit. You always want to go up to the largest place and start there. So as we went down, we found that 10,000 was different. So we circled that, and then we look to see which one is greater, the one that has an 8 in the 10,000s place, which is our second number, which is right here. The 8 is greater than the 0. So the 8 is going to get the large sign. The 0 will get the small sign. So the small one would get 1 dot. The large one would get 2 dots. And then you would connect the dots. And if you do it like this, small, large, large, connect the dots, then you've got your sign in the middle just like that. And it shows it there. Sometimes we must order numbers. Now you want to make sure you look very carefully, because sometimes you go least to greatest, or it could be greatest to least. So you're looking to see, do you need to look for the least one, the smallest, first? It's listed first, so yes, that's what we would do here. Or if it had said greatest to least, I would look for the largest one first. So let's look at some numbers. 39,402, 39,410, 39,399. We're going to put them in order from least to greatest. If we take our numbers and we stack them on top of each other, remember I told you we were going to take the way the place value chart. That's what we've done. So now we just stack them. We look to compare them to see where they are different. 10,000 place is the same, thousands is the same. Oh, then we move to the hundreds, and you will notice one of them is different. The 3, that is the least. So we're going to use that number as our first number that we would write down. Then we would compare the other two numbers, and we're still, the 4 is the same in the hundreds, so we go to the tens. There they are different, a 0 and a 1. So we're looking, remember, for the least one. So the least one is the 0. So that one is number 2, the second one, and then the last. So we would rewrite them and put them in the correct order. I need you to do that at the bottom, please. Pause the video and put the first one first, and then the second and the third. Great job. I hope you did it like this. And between the two numbers, since we started with the least, we're going to put a least than sign between each of the numbers. Very good. In this lesson, you've learned how to compare numbers by using symbols less than, greater than, and equal to. Let's do a little bit of guided practice. Ashley and Morgan went to the arcade to play video games. Who had the winning score? Compare the scores using less than, greater than, or equal to. This is Ashley's score and Morgan's score. I need you to compare the two, putting the symbol in the middle, please. Pause the video and do that. And when you get ready to check your paper, you will check it to see if you have the correct answer. All right, when you check your paper, it should look like this. You should have 761,200 is greater than 759,999. If you will notice, the place where they were different was the 10,000 place. The 6 is greater, so he gets the 2 dots. The 5 is smaller, he gets the 1 dot. Connect the dots. Great job. Let's keep going. Okay, we're going to do an extension activity. On this page, I want you to explain why 672,801 is greater than 672,799. Pause the video and do that, please. All right, you should have something like the reason why is because 800 is greater than 700. That was the place where we had to look to see where they were different, was in the hundreds place. So if you came up with that answer, you were correct. Very good. Another extension activity that I would like for you to do, I want you to use the internet to search the population of 4 different countries. I want you to write down the 4 numbers, and then I would like for you to put the numbers in order from least to greatest. Pause the video and do that, please. All right, we're going to do a quick quiz. How would you order these numbers from greatest to least? And here are the numbers, greatest to least. Please write your answer down on your paper, and you're going to check it when you check your other work. And you can pause the video to do that, please. All right, we have one more quick quiz we're going to do, and then you're going to do some problems on your own. For this quick quiz, if a 2 is substituted for the 0 in the number 50,499, in other words, if we took the 0 out and stuck a 2 in that place, how would that change? How will the number change in value? This is a multiple choice question. The number will be increased by A, 20, B, 2, C, 2,000, or D, 20,000. You pick the one that you think is correct. Look at the place value. It's very easy. You will check this when you check your other questions to make sure you have it correct. All right, you're ready to do some problems on your own. Good luck. We'll see you next time.